in all of sports. Also time where we read some viewer mail. This time, Christina's working from home, so I had to go to the post office because my kids are at camp. I'm banging out a real letter a day. Every morning I get up and write a letter.
All right.
And I receive them as well. Dear Wilds, love the show. Oh, thanks. But I think you dropped the ball. Now I'm like the theater. I've been watching The Bear. When you discuss skinny Luca on the cover of Men's Health, you should have brought in the one guy on the show who literally trains for bodybuilding competitions. Cheers, Dawn. No, it's not you, Coach. It's, I assume Dawn is referring to
Greg.
our other analyst, Greg Jennings. Wow, wasn't a surprise.
Wow.
Cowboy Brew on the cover of Men's Health. There you go.
It's accurate.
No, it's not.
That is
No,
accurate.
your head is too low on your neck.
All right, let's get to it. At number 3, all QBs, by the way.
Oh.
All QBs. Aaron Rodgers. Now, I like Aaron Rodgers, despite all his lightning rod, comments and stuff like that. I'm kind of indifferent toward him, really. I don't love him. I don't dislike him. I don't pull for him. I don't pull against him, right? However, that said, I would love it for him to turn back the clock. And not even to the MVP for him, because that's virtually impossible. But just be good this year and make the Steelers a legitimate contender. That storyline is delicious. So that's what I want to see. I would love to see it. All right, and here's the thing about it. If you're Aaron Rodgers, this is what's great, Coach. In Pittsburgh, and Nick got mad at me, but he knows it's true. It's really not even S-Bob. Sure, they are a historically great franchise. What, they have 6 Super Bowls? They really do want a Super Bowl, of course.
Yeah.
But if they would be honest, deep down inside, just one playoff win. It's been how many years since they got one? Just one playoff win would make this season a success for Aaron Rodgers. And here's the deal. They have the squad to get that one win. They could get 10 wins with Mike Tomlin and Kevin Wildes being quarterback.
Wow, thanks.
All right?
Wow.
And they have the defense. They added Jalen Ramsey and Darius Slay, and they got some very good defensive players. They got a running game. They got DK Metcalf at receiver. They got a hot young ace, Calvin Austin, that people are raving about. So they got the 2 tight ends now with Jonnu Smith added. So the question really is the quarterback up to the task? That is what it is. And we are going to find that out. Aaron Rodgers, I actually am starting to believe that you can get this to the team to the playoffs. And if you get the right draw, it has to be the AFC South. They're not going to win the division, so it has to be the AFC South, right? You don't want to play the Chiefs, the Ravens, or the Bills in the first round. So Aaron Rodgers, I'm starting to believe a little bit.
Okay.
I'm starting to believe.
Motivational.
At number 2, Patrick Mahomes. This is Nick.
Good job, bro.
It just is what it is. Now,
What is
Patrick, I'm flattered. Nick might get mad at this.
Okay.
I'm flattered that you have adopted the light show language. Because I believe I was the first one to say that.
Bro,
on our show, I said I want to say the light show years ago.
The first one to have said everything.
I think though I was. I'm dead serious. I think I was the first one to say the light show. Nick only started using it after Patrick used it.
I
really think I was.
I don't want to be.
Because I was looking for how to describe what we used to see. Light show came to mind. I wasn't overly pleased with it, but I threw it out there. It was all I could think of.
I'm not positive, okay?
But you think it probably.
I think he did it.
More than 50%. I really think, I think so. You think it was you? It wasn't you.
Dustin Pedroia was at doing an interview after a little bit of a slump, I think. And he's like, if I get those fastballs, then what happens? And I say, what? And he goes, I think he might say laser show or light show.
He said laser.
And I believe I adopted it.
Laser show is what you adopted. Light show
Thank
is
you,
what
Nick.
people have used for millennia. Yeah,
To describe the Chiefs?
No.
I never heard it until you said it.
Thank you, Coach. To
Never.
describe
I think
the
I
Chiefs.
did it.
You tried to
think
steal
I
my
did it.
thunder.
I tried to steal your
sorry.
life.
As you were.
Anyway, here's the deal, Patrick. I want to see the light show.
Okay.
I want to see the light
You've always
show.
said that.
And look, I
You're
get
the
it.
worst.
Winning is most important, and that's what you do. Your play in the playoffs is great. Your situational play is fantastic. That's what's most important. I get it. I just think, I'm the first guy that called you Jordan-esque.
That's true.
I'm the first guy that said you were the best ever.
That is not true.
Check SI.com. All right, check SI.com. All right, and it's literally a headline. Broussard says he's the greatest quarterback we've ever seen. I just think you're too good for a 93 passer rating.
I think that's fair.
And 4,000-ish yards and 20-something TDs. I think you're too good for that. And at least if you're healthy, Nick is raving about your offensive line.
Yeah.
Best offensive line you've had in a while. You got the receivers, if healthy, I'll give you that. And you have the motivation. Madden making you the 4th best quarterback in the league. The disrespect. Yeah. So, Patrick, you know I believe in you. Go out there and get it done. All right, at number 1, that's right, the trumpets, the bugles, whatever they are. Trevor Lawrence, a.k.a. the Prince. And I had to throw a.k.a. the Prince in there because, look, Trevor, you can thank your buddy Nick Wright for this one.
Okay.
Because Nick, earlier this week, put an absolute bullseye on your chest.
Yikes.
It was like saying if LeBron isn't all NBA this year, I'm going to stop calling him the GOAT. If Luka doesn't win MVP this year, I'm going to stop calling him my large Slovenian adult son. He said if you don't outplay C.J. Stroud this year, he will stop calling you the Prince.
I did.
I had to put you on the bud list after that. Because here's the deal, Trevor. You haven't outplayed C.J. Stroud since you guys were going to study hall on your college campus.
But he did then.
Then Nick is into the high Pop Warner stats and all. Look at this graphic. I think
body's betrayed.
This is the career comparison of CJ and Trevor. CJ's got him in everything.
Not wins.
Well, yeah, wins. Winning percentage.
Look at it. I don't even know what he has of it.
Touchdown to interception ratio. Completion percentage is the one that's close. Everything else is CJ. So, look, Trevor, I do like you. I do like you a lot. I hope you can keep your nickname, but I got to be honest, I'm not very confident that you're going to outplay C.J. Stroud. But hey, go out there and prove me wrong.
Okay.
There's the bud list.
There is no preseason for you. You just roll. First guy is Aaron Rodgers is delicious, and then it's the light show.
Well, not Rodgers.
And it's
the story, Coach. The story.
Together on your study hall on your college campus. It's like gem after gem after gem.
Creativity.
And I had a little hurt feelings last time we did the bud list because he said I mailed it in, so I don't want to mail it in today. I'm going with a radically different type of quarterback. I'm going with Trey Lance, who's playing tonight. And here's why. Number 3 overall draft pick. Obviously been an extremely disappointing career.
No, Lance Revolution's funny. That's all. I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at the bar. Go ahead.
So what I love about this situation right now is that he's going to have the opportunity to start, and he's going to start in Greg Roman's system. And I was in San Francisco when Greg had Colin Kaepernick, and I think there's some similarities between those two players' strengths. And the fact that those two guys are together now, and then he's also got Jim Harbaugh, and we know how Jim is so good about pumping up and creating confidence in his quarterback. I think that's going to help a lot too. This is a team that gave him $2 million when probably nobody else would, so there is some faith in his ability to do it. So he's only had the opportunity to start 5 games in his career, which is amazing considering where he was drafted. It's been very disappointing, but now he is in a great situation, in a great system, with people who I think are really going to give him the best opportunity to maximize his abilities. So now he goes out, he has a chance to play tonight. This isn't the Super Bowl, this isn't a regular season game, but it's another step in what hopefully is him reclaiming his career.
I agree, Coach. I think I said it the other day. I think the Chargers is a great place for him with Roman there, with Harbaugh wanting to run and a running quarterback. Here's the thing, though. So, do you think this is a Sam Darnold situation? Obviously, he's not the future with the Chargers. So, do you think this is he learns some things, he gets his reputation back, and then maybe he can go somewhere else?
I think this is a situation where they're going to maximize his strengths. They're going to have the absolute confidence in his ability to be successful. They've been successful with a player who had a similar skill set, and it's
a package for him?
There could definitely be a package, because that's what they did with Colin before he was a starter. They'd roll him out every now and then, and I know Nick loves to go back to college and high school and all that stuff. When he started in college, he was undefeated. He was 19-0. Very good running the ball. There was a lot there for him to get drafted where he was, and I just hope that this pairing gives him a chance to hopefully springboard back into contention.
Nick certainly wants it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, I just said that any quarterback could take the Niners to the Super Bowl, and then literally, and he did. KW.
Well, we've had an excellent bud list. Time to go and pull over on the rest area.
Oh.
Run to the bathroom, get yourself some snacks as we go to the Sports Media Ombudsman. It's just Sports Media Ombudsman, we take a rest area.
Yep.
Get back. I didn't even do that thing that you didn't, because you didn't like it.
So here's the deal, America. Sports Media Ombudsman is not a job that I covet. It's a job I do because the sports media landscape deserves it. And you know what we like? We like results.
Oh, that's
so something we rarely do, Brew. Quick look back. Last week's Sports Media Ombudsman, we said, hey, training camp reporters, getting carted off is not the same as hopped in the front seat of the cart and went to the locker room. DeJuan Jones, Browns fans, not a lot of good news. You probably, if not for the Sports Media Ombudsman, you'd have been terrified. Right. Instead, got a front cart ride. It was road shotgun. DeJuan Jones got a front seat ride. That's all thanks to Sports Media Ombudsman, 100%.
Affecting change.
Affecting
like
change
real journalism.
in the sports media landscape. Thank me later. And that's what I will also say to this week's
Now we're going internal.
person, which is Kevin Wiles.
When he runs out of ideas.
Who I didn't know. I had plenty of options.
Well, because I kept on pitching several great Sports Media Ombudsman topics to him. He said, I got it all taken care of.
Yeah.
One of his best friends is being misquoted 100% wrong in Daryl Morey. It's like, I'm good.
Yeah, because as much as I love Daryl Morey and as much as I thought about trying to shine a positive spotlight on what Danny's doing on the radio in Chicago.
Yeah, Danny's doing a 24-hour radio pond. Want to give that a little pop.
As much as I love those people, I love this show more. And you are, some would say, the critical piece of it. Which is why I'm so afraid you're doomed to repeat history.
Oh, my.
Because if people don't know, Kevin Wiles' probably most famous take ever is no one's beating Denver in a 7-game series. You don't have to take my word for it. Brew, you don't follow him on Twitter, but he tweeted it 22 times over the course of the season.
Did I really?
22. They're all
up there.
It did catch on. It did catch on. Since he tweeted that, they have won 2 total series and they've lost 2 total series. And this was because they were the defending champion, though. And it was on the heels of him falling in love with a different champion and bringing a reindeer out here, and then the reindeer's, antlers fell off in front of us. And then he did it again. Then he did it again with Boston, and it just is what it is. Boston? Yeah, all year long. Nobody's beaten Boston, giving bigger slice, saddle pie, all this stuff, and now all of a sudden Tatum's got a blown Achilles, they're down 3-1, and the Knicks whole thing's a disaster. Yeah, and now...
I'm supposed to know Porzingis is a mystery.
There's a storyline.
Exactly. And now, Brew, you don't follow Wiles on Twitter, but he's got a new thing,
Is it ES?
which is his new version of no one's beating Denver in a 7-game series, which is
counting down
50 days until kickoff. Today, dozens of the world's best quarterbacks wake up early, hit the gym, study tape, and spend time away from their families so that come February, the blood, sweat, and tears all pay off, and they can finally have a resume slightly worse than Jalen Hurts. And then 40 days in the same thing, and then 35 days in the same thing. Now, forget the fact that it's factually inaccurate.
What's inaccurate?
Well, let's just take the...
We not have 35?
No.
Josh?
I'll explain it. the quarterback's most likely to win the Super Bowl if it's not him. Like, say, Josh Allen. Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl. Does he have a slightly worse resume than Jalen Hurts? Of course not. Joe Burrow? Of course not. Lamar? Of course not. Patrick? Of course not. Stafford? Goff? Of course not. So it's not true. But it's more important than that is you are just dug in. As evidenced by one of the most shocking moments. Yeah, well, Goff will have won a Super Bowl and been to a Super Bowl just like Jalen. Neither's won MVP. That wouldn't be a worse resume.
Super Bowl MVP?
Well, in this hypothetical world, yes. And it all culminated in a really shocking moment yesterday. We can run the tape when Brew said Andy Reid's better than Nick Sirianni, obviously. And watch Wilds, America.
This is.
Here, what are you?
This is.
What are you looking at? Look at how mad he gets. Look at OKW. Look at him. He's just getting madder and madder and madder for no reason. I want what's best for you, KW.
This is not.
I'm just telling you. We want what's best for you.
This is not.
Well, that's all.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to Photoshop.
I didn't.
My face.
You really
That
weren't that
that
red.
is
You
a
couldn't
photo
I was
see.
not that
You
red.
couldn't tell, but Nick and I
we
were
did.
looking at you
Coach,
and like,
we were all,
was not
God,
that
we were all
red.
scared. Now,
is he about to
listen,
blow
we
up?
added the fire, but the face,
about
we
the
didn't
fire
touch the
was great.
face.
What about the smoke?
I'm not sure, but that's all. I'm just worried you're going to make the same mistake you've made in the NBA and the NFL. That's
All I was doing, and I'm just counting down to the NFL kickoff. I think people are excited about it. And I didn't say he's going to have a better resume than every
You said
single.
slightly worse resume.
Yeah, but I didn't say. I said dozens of the world's best quarterbacks.
Well-
I have a special carve out there for Lamar Jackson. I have a special carve out there for Patrick Mahomes.
And Josh Allen and Joe Burrow and Jared Goff and
Dozens is 24 at least.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm good with what I said. I don't need you to put words in my mouth. Or Joe Burrow, maybe. Yeah.
Joe Burrow wins the Super Bowl this year. He has a worse resume than Jalen Hurts.
I don't know if he's going to win final Super Bowl MVP.
Probably. Quarterbacks usually do.
Is the league getting together, having meetings, saying, "Hey, this guy is so good." Do you remember what we did? What the NCAA did to at that point? Lou Alcindor tried to ban dunking. Let's do that. Let's do that. We can't stop him. I've got an idea. Let's change the rules to limit his greatness.
Good point. Good
And guess what?
point, Wise.
That's why Lou Alcindor developed the hook shot, and he made it even better. So I don't know what Jalen Hurts is going to do once they ban the tush push. Now I am. No, that's my other thing. That's upset alert. Sorry. I'm just adding Cam Ward.
Cam Ward. That's the guy.
Oh yeah, this is pure motivation.
Okay.
This is pure motivation. And I know you look at me if you don't know me. You say, oh, that's like a guy who's pushing 50, a white guy from Connecticut. He probably doesn't seem like the guy who just says bars all the time. It's not really in my vernacular. Problem is, every time Cam Ward talks, I just want to say bars. every single thing he says.
That's definitely bars.
Here's Cam Ward on the Titans offense. I just think we're very mid right now. Hubs loved this one. And he's like, oh, you're pointing the finger? No. From my position to up front to the receiver's position, at the end of the day, it all starts with me. Everything this guy says is franchise changing, force multiplying. Here's the thing, Cam, because I'm all motivational. Mid? Not last 3 years, 29th in points, 30th in total yards, passing 20. Mid, pretty solid.
That's major improvement.
You know who was mid last year? 16th? Steelers, 15th most points? The Chiefs. You get to the Super Bowl being slightly better than mid, but he does have high expectations. Coach, I know you love reviewing tape of just like solid, game plays and schemes. When you listen to Cam Ward, I'd like to give you an aside. Listen to Cam Ward. The guy is saying everything like he's a motivational speaker, but it's not fake. He's not even trying to pump people up. It's just who he is. It's why I'm a Cam Ward guy, bars.
I'm excited to see him.
Well, we've heard about his character, his leadership. I got to admit, Coach, I really like that comment by him. At first,
About his dad or about the team?
about the mid.
Oh, I love
him
the one about his
saying
dad.
I thought he was. That was great too, of course. But at first, I thought a rookie saying they're mid I don't know how that, but then the way the fact that he had the guts to say, of course, himself, but other positions, like as a rookie, to me that shows a guy that's a real leader. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it's him pointing at himself and him also acknowledging like we need to collectively get better, and he's willing to assert himself in that role after being there for such a short amount of time. That takes a little bit of strength of character.
True story. As we were prepping this segment, there were so many good Cam Ward quotes. Dusty and I didn't know what to do. So we just picked that one about waking up early.
They also proved to spend a lot of time making this.
This is you know what? Well, I do need to calm down. I'm a little too
That can't be the real color.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.